Thank you very much. Now I will take very few minutes to speak so that we can hurry up. I know many of you have got other important things you want to do. Kwa wale ambao hamnijui, mimi naitwa Mheshimiwa Richard Onyonka, mbunge wa eneo wakilishi la Kitutu Chache Kusini. Zamani ilikuwa kusini na kaskazini. Mimi wakati huu kiti cha useneta kwa orodha ya wale viongozi ambao wanafanya kazi na Mheshimiwa Simba. Nina shukrani sana kwa sababu nilipewa ujumbe kwa walimu watakuwa hapa. I think the other information you need to know about me as a teacher is that I am actually one of the most popular students who ever went to school in Bomachoge. I did my standard 4 up to standard 6 from Nyansara Primary School. After that, I went to Otamba Primary School for standard 6 up to standard 7. And then I graduated to go to Kisii School. Both my English and Swahili were actually honed and trained in Nyansara. I also share a very passionate relationship with very interesting people. One of them is my stepfather. When my father was in America and he had not come back, and my mother had started her own family because then she was a single mother, the man she married was a teacher. He is the man who actually carried me from class 4 as a teacher until when I went to Form 1 in Kisii School. So I am really a child born in Bualimu. Maiteke role Bualimu ekero mwalimu aboire onyenye enyama toliko yokuna oyokune wakure bone senge jona rego mukabara twali abaisi banenga te abaisi yadi angote enyameje umwako yo ora wa father na abalimu abane tutagite to bene misi bono twale ko ire nyama tukai event structure twale ko ire nyama twaye samba norujeriye nyama egosokia amachu uchi makara twaye onjura era twarugo kuma twarage era abalimu bawo cha twategire mitisia lakini tuyote. Number 2, living in a teacher's compound was very unique because that is when you begin to understand responsibility. Then you have to fend for yourself. So the early training really was from a teacher. So I really appreciate who all of you are and what you become and the responsibility. I also want to say I'm very proud of my performance as a member of parliament of Kitutu Chache North and South. My schools, I think there are many teachers here most probably who have either friends who are teaching there now or even some of them who have taught and they have moved out. And I'm proud to say that I'm actually the best performing member of parliament in terms of infrastructure. We just received our last buses yesterday. I've bought 4 buses and I will be left with 2 schools only. So my record is quite interesting and I'm very happy with it. I will now talk about what we believe in. And before I say that word on what we believe in, wale watu ambao mnachukua hizi video nataka hii tutumie Magoha. So I'm going to send a message to him when it comes out on TV. I'm sure he will hear what I'm saying. Professor Mahoa, you know we respect you and we know you've been doing quite a decent job. But we are at the ground campaigning. Teachers are saying, why are you not paying them their money for marking exams? You see, you know, I sit in the budget committee in Parliament. We know we allocated money for you. I think it was about 78 billion shillings. Please pay these teachers their money as we go for the elections. That's all I wanted to say. Tigamba tebiga inuminto ya ikirenga kyomo gusibono na ande moko ewe opportunity mopi kya barai mochora bandu bawo kubalendera engeri eno. I have been a member of parliament for the last 15 years. I started my politics 20 years ago. I think there are one or two things I know. Kisii County has received for the last 10 years 148 billion shillings. The amount of money that Kisii County receives every year is 17 billion. And coming in the next financial year, which is going to happen 30 days from now, Kisii County will be receiving 24 billion shillings a year. I want to plead with you. Please look at all our records. But what I've discovered and I've realized as a politician, the people who need to take care of the most vulnerable people in our society don't necessarily have to be educated. The people who take care of the disabled, the people with marginalized environment, people who are poor beyond reproach, people who don't have a capacity to even have a single meal a day. My point is, we must, as a people, begin to look at ourselves in terms of inkitowo chagokora esabantu baitu bali batali kwenyaya. Ekero chibese chiwocha, wherever that money is going to come. How can you get a leadership that is going to have a capacity as a leadership weye ekolenda engeria hino? You've talked about KTRH. What we know in our campaign is shocking. It's amazing. The amount of money that has gone into waste, the amount of money that needs to be used to help you people as teachers, these people as ordinary wananchi, and even us who are politicians. The truth is, as we speak right now, if I fell ill, I cannot go to KTRH to be treated. And yet in reality, that is what should happen. So we are saying, our team, with Team Simba, igototagete monyo oroburai esetore completely accountable and answerable to the public. Completely. There must be public participation. There must be engagement from the grassroots to the local level, to the county level, and to the national level. I have heard all of you are saying, yes, we are engaging you because we want the teaching fraternity to participate in this exercise. You play a role, we recognize you and give you responsibilities. What we are saying is that even when that employment is going to be given to members of the teaching fraternity who may qualify to have those jobs, we want you to understand it must be done fairly, equitably, and reasonably within the operationalization of a policy which is there must be a government which is inclusive and accountable to its people. You will never, and I hope what we have agreed on our brother Simba will be real. I am going to be the oversight officer. Yes, and I've heard the comments, oh, you know, if Simba and Momo are friends, how is Momo going to oversight him? So me, because I am from Jubilee, so that in oversight, actually, that's what I heard Domingo say. But the truth is, Domingo was campaigning in Obule yesterday. So is he saying that if he becomes the senator, he will not oversight Obule? If by that time I would have lost the elections, how do I then come from ODM to oversight Obure when I've been voted out? So what we are saying, the constitution did not say the relationship between the governor and the senator must be adversarial. It said the senator must have the dignity of discussing no governor. The second time, the third time, in the Senate, have made arrangements. We are sending auditors to come and investigate the rot that is happening within the Kisii County. That is exactly where we are. My conscience is very clear. We must be abantu. Tole custodians yabantu batali kwenyara. You guys, look at yourself, all of you. You belong to the middle class. Your salary is not enough. You are struggling. To supplement your income. The question that we have is very simple now, and this is what we want to engage all of you in. Abanta ababatali abalimu, abana aboro chibagota chansi, abanta abatabuga tichigasi, na wara abange kubabua, na ibago chia, onyomoko nyora abantu bakuiba chira chicha. Wapirichi mwalimu, anayekupenda pendana naye, daddy, anayekupenda pendana naye. Are you getting what I'm saying? What I am saying, our teachers today, this business is not going to be business as usual. It's not because I want to be rich. Simba is already wealthy, let me tell you that. The young man has fought his way. Here is a young person from the Kisii community who has picked himself from nothing and he has come. And yet we are willing to despise and degenerate him by saying, Onyonka, Siba is nothing. No one went to the kanisa by the land where's here. This is one of the most humble guys I've ever met. So what I am saying, baito bagusi nonyenke ese tokoligere lyobo mabwomonto lense omonto okwalega lienga koime tomoro tambe tomorete gocha nera cha ikaranse nese sikuli ekiagera abantu baito baikaranse timesa. The reason is not because we don't have the resources. If you give me 17 billion shillings a year, I will take $1 billion and give each and every constituency. The rest will remain with the county government office, with the governor. Tell me, as a 1 billion Bomachoge, what will that money not do? Take 1 billion. On board the 125 million on CDF. Go bus, na Ras, na Kajirangi. 100 million. So if you get $1 billion, do you need to worry? Do you need to worry? Yeah. And I know I really hope you are listening to what we are saying. We want to have good governance. We want to make sure your resources come to site. Simba has the capacity to make sure he manages your resources. We want to take care of our most vulnerable. These are women, children, people with disability, and we want to make sure that we as a community, we become a friendly people who are going to take care of themselves, who are vulnerable. We respect you. I respect you. I've never for the years Na veiro mbunge wagetuchache, you have never had a single issue. The dispute na bali mubaya. Number two, I was the first member of parliament to accept to the localization. Many of you want to I said that's nonsense. After all, I prefer somebody who can give me results. After all, we look at performance, not where you come from. After saying those many remarks, can I please ask you if you will be able to vote for me as your senator? Show me by show of hands. Na inua banda baba taka moja monga jikura. Mwaje te simba. Mte bisimba be ketinga maguta. Yes. Kaichemente bizelina donya beke akole chenyo boy. Number two, I want is give me just a little bit of what we call benefit of doubt.